Ese es el grupo correcto. Oops. That's the right group.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us for the Moxi Works website class today. Today, we're going to be going over how to add custom searches to your website and how to subscribe your clients to the neighborhood news and listing announcements. So the first place you want to go is log on to your leverage account and log into Moxi Works. So you can log into Moxi Works, and that's going to take you to your dashboard. Once you're in your dashboard, you're going to see my website up in the top, and you're going to go there. Most of you have already taken the class where you've set up your Moxi CRM and your website. If you have not done that yet, you can refer to the videos that we have on our YouTube on how to set up your website. So because today we're just going to go over how to add searches to your website. So if you have any questions about anything else, please let me know after the class and I can direct you to the videos that we have. Okay, so in order to add a search to your website is fairly easy. The first step that you have to do is you want to go to your actual site. So to see your site, you want to go up to the top and you're going to click on Visit Site. That should open your site on another browser. Okay, so once you open your site in another browser, hopefully you guys can see my site. It's kind of slow. The internet here has been slow lately. We're not sure why. I'm connected directly. So once it loads, you're going to go to the search bar and you're going to search for the property or the zip code or the area that you want to do a custom search for. So unfortunately, mine is not showing up, but I know it's right here. So I'm going to go search by location. Okay. Why is it not showing me? Is it showing it for you? It's not even loading. It's not loading? You should be seeing when you go to your website, you should be able to see the search bar to search properties. And while that's loading, now I see it's popped up here. So wherever you can find your search bar, I'm so sorry that this is not the internet. It seems here at corporate. I don't know if we're having any issues here. I can't get into it. If you can see my West Kendall search, this is ultimately what I want to show you guys on how to create a search and put it on your homepage. But I don't know if it's the internet or what. Let me see. Can you guys see me? Am I still connected?
I can see your West Kendall page.
Yeah. All right, let me refresh. Let's try this one more time. So we're going to go to our website. I'm just going to go to my website from here. Okay. Still doesn't want to load. Okay, so if you can, if on your computer, if you're not having issues, you should be able to, from your home page, click on the property search, and it should open this site here where you can search for any property or any area. So this is where you want to start your search in your search page on your website. So if you can get there and you can get to this site, once you're here, you can go ahead and put whatever area you want. You can either put a zip code. Okay. Let's say if you put a zip code, it's going to do a search for all the properties in that area. Okay. You can also do a radius. If you wanted to do a radius, you would click here and then you would find the place and say, I want to put the hammocks. You can go like that. Run search. And it's going to give me all the properties in the hammocks. So then I want to go ahead and filter this a little bit. So I can click on filters and I can say, I only want single family. I don't want condos. I don't want manufactured. I don't want lands or farms. And I can leave maybe multifamily. You can also do, you can put, be more specific with your search. Here you can put whatever you want. If you want it to have views, if you want properties with pools. So, but if you're doing like a custom search, which is what we're doing here to add to like, to start building on your website area searches for customers that you direct to your website, you want to keep it, you know, kind of simple and let it be just properties that are active. Okay, you can exclude pending listings or you can leave pending listings. And if there's any open houses as well. All of this is up to you, how you want your search to be. You can also include rentals. Okay, so if you wanted to include rentals, it would only be rentals. So I just want single family, townhouses, and multifamily. Once I have that, I can click apply. And it's going to give me all the properties that are listed in that area. Okay, so you want to, once you've done your search, okay, you're going to copy the link up here on the top. Okay. You're going to copy this whole entire link. This is the link for your search. You can also hit save search here and give it a name. But this would be for the purpose of sending it to yourself. So let's say I want to have this search and I want to be notified every time a new listing comes out in the hammocks, right? So I can say I want this, and I apologize for the slowness of the computer and the internet. In this case, I think it's the computer. So let's say I want to get this weekly or once per day. So if you do once per day, every time a new listing comes out in this area, it's going to send you an email. So we can do once per day, hourly, weekly, or, you know, never. Let's say you just want to save it, but you don't want it. Oh my God. It's like it's not letting me do anything. All right. So you get the idea. That's how you can save your search. Okay. So after you've saved your search and you've copied over here the link, you're going to go back to your admin website admin tool page. Okay. This is where you're going to add your search. Okay. So you've gone ahead and you've done a property search. You've copied this link for this particular search. You're going to go back to your admin tool page and you're going to go to custom search and you're going to go to add new. So here on your left-hand bar, custom search, add new. Here on the top, you're going to give this search a name. So I'm just going to say hammocks. Here where it says custom search path, this is where you're going to paste that link that you copied. Okay, you're going to copy it here. Now, this is really important. It tells you here, the path must begin with search backslash. So everything before the word search, you want to put your cursor there and you're going to delete everything before that word search. Okay. Very important. If you don't do that, your search is not, your widget is not going to work. Okay. So that's what you need to do right here. Then you're going to hit save. Okay, that'll save this search for you. Okay, so how am I going to add this to my website? Well, now any pages that you want to add to your website, you go to site pages, and then you can go to add a new page. Okay, once you're here, since you're adding a search, you're going to go to custom search. You're going to click submit. And then here, this is going to be the title, okay, of what the website, when you have your home bar, where you have your different pages on your website, this is what the title of that website is going to be. So basically what you want to do is you want to say this is Hammocks Properties. Okay, then here is your search. Okay, and you're going to go to hammocks and Kendall. This is what you had called it previously. So you're going to select that one. Okay, and you're going to hit save. Okay, now to preview how it looks on your website, you're going to go from here. You're going to click on visit site. And as you can see, it's here on your home page on the toolbar here. So if people click on Hammocks Properties, it's going to bring up that search. So that's how you add a tab and a search to your website. Now, let's say you want to have multiple searches, right? So you want to go to site pages. Okay, you want to go to add new. You want to go to menu item. So what a menu item is going to do is going to put a tab for whatever you want to put under that particular menu. Okay, so we're going to go menu. We're going to go submit. And then I want to call this menu item Miami-Dade Properties. Okay, save. Then now I want to go back to site pages. Okay, and this is all pages. So this is kind of like the order that your menu is in, right? So now I created something new. I created Miami-Dade Properties. Okay, so under Miami-Dade Properties, I want to put Hammocks Properties. So how do I do this? Well, I click here and I move it to the side under Miami-Dade Properties. And then you go publish. So when you go back to your web page, you can refresh. And you're going to see Hammocks Properties are not anymore on my search bar here, on my menu bar. It's called menu bar. Now it's under Miami-Dade Properties. Here you have Hammocks Properties. So how do I add another search there? Well, that's very simple. You go back to site pages, you go back to add new, and you're going to do custom search, submit. Then here you're going to say, I'm going to say West Kendall. I already had this search done previously, so I select West Kendall and I hit save. You go back to your site pages. You're going to look for West Kendall. It's usually on the bottom. You're going to, you see the four little arrows? You're going to left click, hold, and you're going to drag it. Now you're going to drag it not under Miami-Dade Properties, because if you do that, it's just going to be another menu item. You're going to hold it and you're going to move it slightly to the right, meaning that Miami-Dade Properties is going to have these two pages under it. Okay, so that's how you add them here. So every time you do a search, you give it a name and then you create the page for the search, and then you will come here to look for it, and then you'll drag it under what you want. So now When you do that, every time you do something, you always want to click publish. Then you can go back to the other tab with your web, and then you can hit refresh. And you're going to see here, Miami-Dade properties. Now I have Hammocks properties and I have West Kendall. Any questions on how to do this? Do you need me to show you how to do another one?
Yes, can you do another one, please?
Yes, ma'am, of course. So we're going to go to your website and you're going to do a search from your website, okay? So right now, and I know this is a little bit, it's getting a little tricky with my computer here because it's not showing me the search bar for whatever reason. And if that happens to you, you know what? I'm gonna go, while I have you, I'm gonna go really quick here to home. I'm not liking I had just recently changed something here under appearance. I'm going to change the header. Now I'm going to put it back to the way I had it, like this. Remember, you can always change anything on your website. You know, if you don't like something, just change it. But always remember, when you do something like that, I think it's because of this homepage location bar, publish. Now I'm going to go back here, hit refresh. Okay, there we go. It was a setting or something that I had. So your site should look something like this, you know, obviously whatever picture you put in the background, but you should have a search by location area. So here you can go ahead and put another area. Okay, so let's see, a zip code, how am I? 33144. So we put 33144. It's going to take me to 33144. So then you see here, it's already highlighting that this is the area of 33144. You can go again to filters and you can say, I don't want land. I don't want farms. I just want townhouses, condos, single families, and multifamilies. Okay. Only active and exclude pendings. Okay. Apply. This is your search. Okay. So once your search is complete, you have to copy the link. So this link up in the top is unique to this search. So this is, you're going to right click, copy, and then you're going to go back to your admin homepage. And you're going to go to your custom search tool. Okay. You're going to click on add new. You're going to give it a title. So here we're going to do, what is it? 33144. You're going to paste it here. Then you're going to use this little tool here to go up to the very beginning of the link. And you're going to delete everything before the word search. So here's an example of what you should have, what the link should look like. So we're going to delete that. Once you delete that, you're going to click save. Okay. Then we're going to go back to site pages. Okay. And you're going to add new because you've created a search. So now you're going to add it to an actual page. So when you click add new, you're going to go to custom search because that's what you just did, right? So submit. Then you're going to give it the title here. Now, the title that you give here is what's going to be on that drop-down menu. Okay, ¿qué área es esa? Westchester. Okay, so let's put here Westchester. Okay, and then you're going to go here and select your zip code that you just did. And then you're going to click save. Then you're going to go back to site pages. You're going to look for your Westchester. which is whenever you create something, it always puts it down in the bottom, right? So you're gonna go down to the bottom. You're going to left click to drag, and you're gonna drag this slightly to the right under Miami-Dade properties. Once you do that, you go publish. You can go back to your site. You can refresh. And now when you go under Miami-Dade properties, now you have Hammocks, West Kendall, Westchester. Okay. Everybody follow along good on that? Any questions?
Yes, I got it now. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so with the properties that you search and you add to your neighborhood news, right? It doesn't
No.
necessarily have to be anything that you like you're listing, or just what the within the area that you're
Okay, the neighborhood news is different. So we'll,
I mean, not the Miami-Dade, I'm sorry, the not the neighborhood news, but whatever, like the property that you're posting, it doesn't have to be your own listing, correct?
No. This is a search. So this is a search that
Okay.
you're doing, and it's going to be a search that's your websites all have IDX, which is connected to the MLS. So when a customer does any kind of search on your website, they can access all the listings in the MLS. So they don't have to go to realtor.com. They don't have to go to Zillow. They can go here where this is active and it's, live with the MLS. And from here, they can actually like for instance, once your customer, you direct them to your webpage, they can actually sign up on your site and they can properties and say, okay, I like this property, or they want to contact you. They can click contact, So they have to, when they want to contact you, it says to contact the listing agent, you must be logged into the consumer account. So in all of your accounts, the customer will be able to log in. Obviously, I can't log into my own or create an account to my own, but your customer will be able to see an area where they can sign up to your website. So once they sign up to your website, they can like properties so that you can see what they're liking. But they don't have to sign up to search. They can still go to your website and search for properties.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
It's only if they want to interact with the property, because they can still click on the property and they can still see it, right? And it's going to have your information so that they say, okay, I'm gonna call her, But when it comes to like saving favorites and stuff like that, that's where they would have to have their own login to your website. Okay. Now I'm going to show you, the next thing I'm going to show you is how to add a search.
Wait, honey.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Thomas wants to know if you can search another area that is possibly like not in Miami, maybe like Orlando or.
That's a great question. I don't know if it'll let you do Orlando, but let's check it out. Orlando. There you go. So it does let you search Orlando. So it's the same thing. You wanted to do, let's say, a page for Orlando. It would be the same thing. You would create your search here. You would put, instead of having Miami-Dade properties, in that case, you would go and you would do another menu item. So let's just do it just for fun. We want to have.
I have a zip code for you.
A zip code in Orlando?
I'm not sure if it's that, but it's 32952.
329. There it is. Now this is going to show you listings that are in the MLS, okay? It's not going to show you Orlando's MLS system because we're not connected to Orlando's MLS system. You would have to be a member of the Orlando MLS. But people here do post properties in our system for out of the state and out of the country. So you could search anything that's in our MLS, you can search here. So let's do back Orlando. Okay, so as you can see, it's only giving me 6 listings. So of course we know that in Orlando, there's more than 6 listings, but this means as there's 6 listings in our MLS system that are listed here, which are properties that you can actually, go into the MLS and search information on. If they're not in our MLS, they're not going to be here. because this is connected to our MLS IDX. Okay, so if you wanted to have properties for Orlando, you can go ahead and create another menu item that says, you know, North properties or Orlando properties, but keep in mind it's only going to show the ones that that are available to you. Now, if you have access to you know, another, I don't think you guys do, to another MLS system that shows you, you know, properties outside of Florida or outside of Miami-Dade and Broward, you can very easily create a page here and link it to another website that has those properties. But, you know, as we're learning how to use this, we'll be having more information on how to do this. There's also the possibility for all of you guys that you can actually add that widget from the board, which is called Neo, which has new construction properties in it. You can add that widget to your web page and call it new construction. So that's something that we will also go over. But hopefully you guys have an idea of how to add searches to your website. Now, what I want to show you next is how to add a search to your home page. So when you go to site pages, here, you're going to click on under home, you're going to click edit. Okay, so under home and edit, you're going to scroll down to custom search module. Okay, so this is the one that would show up on your home page. So let's say here you want to have, you specialize in a specific area. Okay, so if you specialize in the hammocks, you can go ahead and put a title here and say the hammocks, right? You can say the hammocks, and then this is going to show on your custom page, your search that you already did a search for. Remember, when you make any changes, you're going to always look for that publish. So go to publish. Go back to your website and refresh it. Go to home. Now under my home page, I have the featured properties, which is up to you if you want to have that. You can have under featured properties, your listings, the company's listings, your office listings, okay? And then you can scroll down and you see I have another search here. So the hammocks, and you can actually name this whatever you want. You can put, I specialize in, or my featured properties. You know, whatever, you can get creative. This is the search that you created for the hammocks. So you can have this right on your homepage, and then they can click here, search for more properties, and it'll take them to the actual search that you did for the hammocks. Now, so far, I've only been able to see that you can only put one custom search on your homepage. I will be trying to find out if we can put more, but by the looks of it, you could only put the one search here. Okay, and here under featured properties, you see how I have my company's active listings. You could change it to your office, or you can change it to your active, or you can change it to my sold listings. Whatever is here, you can change it to. I keep it on my company's active listings because obviously I have no listings. So in my page, it's going to be showing the office list, you know, all the whole entire company, everything that we have is going to show there. And if you ever want to hide a widget, meaning that you don't want it to show on your screen, on your homepage, you'll see this hide this widget, you can hide it. Like for instance, I have the mortgage rate thingy hidden. If you don't want to hide it, you unclick it, click publish. And when you go to your website, you'll see it here on the bottom. There's the mortgage one. And always on the bottom is neighborhood news, which we're going to go into next. So does anybody have any questions on how to add a search to your homepage and how to add to do a custom search in general? Remember, this is being recorded, so you can always go back. And I'm going to soon be doing some tutorials, some short tutorial clips on how to do these short steps on how to get this stuff done. So never fear, you guys will be able to go back and look at it and play with it. Okay, so we're going to go now into the neighborhood news. So neighborhood news, there's two ways to add a customer, but the best way to add a customer to neighborhood news is going into Engage, okay? A customer can sign themselves up for neighborhood news from your website, but you can sign them up yourself from Engage. So when you go to Engage, which is your CRM, so when you're engaged, you should have if you have contacts in Engage, you should have something that looks similar to this, that has a few contacts, that is kind of reminding you that you have, or you can go to people and go to My People, okay? And once you have you should really take a day and do this for everybody in your sphere. But for instance, you'll have your contacts, right? So let's say that this person here, you click on them. Load. If you've never clicked on them before, it's going to ask you to, let me pick somebody else, because I think I've done Zuli before, so I can show you what it looks like. Wow. But I don't know whether that's making it, because yo estoy conectada directly to the internet y también está slow. Okay, so let me do just that. So the first time that you click on a customer, it's going to ask you, is this a client or a non-client? So if it's a client, you can leave it as client. If it's a non-client, you can click non-client, right? Then you can remove them from Engage if you don't want them, or you can go ahead and say, this is a personal contact of mine. But just because it's a personal contact of yours doesn't mean that you don't want to interact with this person and send them stuff. So you can still send them, drip campaigns. You can still do holiday cards. You can do all of that with this person. But my favorite tool that Engage has is the subscription area. So when you're inside of a contact, here on the left side, you're going to have subscriptions, right? So you're going to go to add subscription, and you have two subscriptions that you can do. The one subscription that you should do for everybody that you know is the listing announcement, okay? The listing announcement, what it does is every time you get a listing that you just listed or sold, they're going to get an announcement. And this is what it looks like. It's going to have your picture, our logo, and it's going to have information about the listing with a picture of the listing, and then they can view the listing, okay? So this is something that you should all take some time and just sign up everybody. Sign up everybody, because that way all of your friends, family, and sphere will be getting a notification as soon as you get that listing and as soon as you sell that listing. So that's one option, okay? Then you have the neighborhood news. The neighborhood news sends monthly email highlights on what's going on in that market that you sign up the customer for. So you can do it by zip code, or you can actually do it by a custom search area, okay? So this keeps that person, knowing, informed of what's going on in their neighborhood. So you can do this for a buyer that you're working with, or you can do this for somebody that you think might want to sell their house and they want to know what's going on, like what's selling, what are the houses being listed for. So that's totally up to you. When you click add subscription, it's going to ask you if you want to do a quick zip code news, neighborhood news, or if you want to do the custom targeted search. So if you do the targeted search, you're going to have an opportunity to draw out what you want. Okay, so then you'll use your little draw tool over here. Remember, when you're in here, you can use the plus and minus to zoom out. You can, let's say if you want to look, in a zip code and then draw it, you can do the zip code. And you can do your filters here. Okay, so let's say this person that I'm sending this neighborhood news to, they don't want to see condos, townhouses, any of the stuff. They only want to see single family. Could apply. You know that they only want to see things that have 3 or more. 2 or more, apply. Okay. And you can also do it by price range. I'm not going to press price range right now, but you can do it by price range. And then here is where you can go ahead and draw. So you can minimize this a little bit more and you can say, well, I want everything that's here. And it's doing the search. Not much, huh? Oh, there we go. So this is the search. So then you go, once you have this, that means, I mean, this is a big search. So I mean, I wouldn't do such a big search for a customer because then they're going to be getting emails all the time. You want to really like pinpoint more the area that they're in. Okay. So I mean, you can go ahead and you can go draw and you can do it again. Okay. And you can say, well, I just want, okay, you may begin drawing on the map. You want to clear it. Okay. Click draw. Click draw. And then let's say you just want, let me zoom in. You can zoom in as much as you want. And then let's say I want this little area right here. There's nothing there. All right, so let's make it a little bit bigger. So I think you guys get the point, right? That you just kind of like draw. So these are the 2 new listings in that area, okay? So then you go ahead and you click next. And then I already selected the contact. So if I click next, she's going to start getting these emails. So I don't want to do that. Obviously, I don't want to send her, but you guys get the picture that once you get on a person, you go ahead and you assign them this search, they're going to start receiving the neighborhood news. And what does the neighborhood news look like? Let me go back. You can preview it right here, view sample. So they're going to get an email, 17 listings for you in this zip code. And then the map, and they'll have their mortgage calculator. So it's an amazing tool, really. This is a great tool that you guys really need to use to sign up all your, people that you're working with so that they can just, stay engaged with you and that they see that you really are on top of everything and you know what's going on. So take advantage of this because this is all included in Moxi. So does anybody have any questions on where to go to subscribe? No question? Great. So hopefully you guys have learned something today. I've been able to teach you something simple that you can do. Make sure that you look at our recordings. If you go to our YouTube, I'm posting them there. And as you saw, I'm putting some of them I'm creating the website as I learn how to use this so I can teach you guys. If you go to my website, which is honeywelsh.com, I have them, I'm putting in there the Moxi trainings. So as I do them, I'm going to be putting them in here so that you guys can also look at the trainings from here. But remember, they're always on YouTube. Okay. So you can go onto YouTube and see the recordings that we've done in the past. And that is our class for today. Does anybody have any other questions for me? We're silent. All right, so if you guys have no questions, I see there's a lot of stuff in the chat, but I think everybody has, we've answered all these questions, correct? Yes, perfect. So if you guys have no more questions, then I hope that you guys enjoy the weekend, enjoy tomorrow's Veterans Day. So the office is going to be closed, but we're available through our support email always. So if you need anything, don't hesitate to email support. And I wish you guys all a beautiful weekend. Thank you.